Okay, so this is the first video here. I'm going to try to tell you how to fix your needle clamp on your Epic Designers, probably several other ones. But it kind of has that style needle clamp right here. And it ends up where it won't hold your needle. So without buying any parts, this is what I did with just a simple soldering iron. Okay, so this is the Husqvarna 980Q. I've got it on just a single straight stitch. So this is what you'll have. First thing that we'll do is we'll just take a flat blade and unscrew this right here, this screw. Take off your foot. Set that aside. What I like to do now, I'm going to take this needle out. There it is. It's gone. So you got this. So what I like to do is tape off these holes so you don't drop any essential parts down in here. Then you got a bigger problem than what you started out with. So just be safe, tape it off. Get a couple of these little holes here. Like this. This piece, maybe even cover that. So there you go, nothing can fall down in there, so you got that. Next thing you want to do is you want to lower this back piece. This button here does it. It raises it, it goes down. Now, we'll lower the needle. This button, turn blue, so you saw it drop. And then you come here and you want to raise your foot bar. See, it came up. See it go down. Maybe over here's better. Raise it up. And what that does is it causes an alignment for you to loosen this screw. Get a pointer here. This screw right here, this black screw you see right here. We're gonna loosen that and take that out. So, to do that, what I did was, you have to excuse my camera work here. Trying to get used to it. I got this little tool here, this driver. It's got all these little bits and stuff. I bought it some time ago off of iFixit. It's for oddball little small screws and what have you. But anyway, this particular bit, zoom it in, that fits that screw. So I can get it right there. It's a P6. I think it says 1.5. But anyway, it's a star bit. It's really small. So what we'll do is we'll go ahead and take that screw out. It's a really tight fit. Come in here. You just barely get in there. Get that. And you want to be sure. And make sure you have a sure seat on that driver and that screw before you start turning so you don't strip it. You take it out. So there it is, it's out. So now what I'm gonna do is, it'll probably drop on you. Got lucky and it's staying there. So I'm gonna take it out. Boom. Now, so we'll set those two pieces aside. Now, right here is, we're about to reveal what the problem is as to why it's not holding your needle. So we'll unscrew this a ways. all the way, just up to where it comes out. So there you see it coming out. Okay, so there, we'll just set this aside here. And my pointer here, but this piece right here is it's called the needle clamp stop. This piece right here, it's sitting in there. And what we'll do is we'll take it out. So I'll try to get this camera set up to see this. There you go. This, like that. There. Now, I'm gonna try to maybe grab it with the tweezers. I'm not gonna get lucky doing this, but maybe. There, see it moving? It's coming out. See that little piece? Here, I laid. That's why you had the tape. Because there it is. It's just a little like half moon shaped thing. Now, if you'll notice one side has a little divot on it. Mine's kind of magnetized from me just working with a magnet earlier. But, so I can grab it in some way. There. Oh, let me grab it and put it back up there. There, see that out there? Wait. Try to turn it up right here. Dang, it's kind of hard. There. Okay, so there it is. You see that little divot on there? The reason I'm pointing out that little hole there, it's not a hole, but it's a little dimple. That needs to be facing upward when you put it back in. And what it does is, see this little, right here, this ledge right here, this is where it rests in there, and it has to be, that dimple has to be facing up. So I'm gonna try to keep this camera steady for you. So anyway, what I did to fix this was, let me just grab it so I can just show it. On the side, you see, imagine if the dimple's facing up. I'll grab it here so it's as if it was installed like this. Okay. So see how it would be in there like this. Oh, it's so difficult. But when you look at yours, what you're going to notice is on this side that faces the screw. Get back in. Okay, this edge here. This edge right here that faces you. It faces the screw right here, this flat edge. It's going to be dimpled. So what I did is I took a soldering iron and I just put a little bit of solder there. See, and it was raised and it came out. And now there's going to be a big, you'll see a dimple here because the screw detented it, and that causes it not to push far enough in to clamp the needle. So I filled it up with a little bit of solder, and then I ran it back and forth. It'll be like a globule, and I ran it back and forth on the sandpaper to get it down a little bit, knock it down a little bit, and you can see right there it is. And where the screws, where the screw touches it, so, right there, maybe you can see the raised soldering part. But that was a detent from wearing out before. So I raised it up with solder, sanded it down a little bit, put it back in, and now the screw hits that raised solder part and is able to push this clamp against the needle that way to hold the needle. And that fixes it. No parts. I was looking online for the parts. Like this clamp, just this clamp housing here is like, I saw it for $39. I saw it for $43. The screw was for $15. And this, most people are out of stock with this. This is $3.99. This is really all you really need is a new one of them. If you can find it. But being resourceful, I thought I'll solder it, and it worked. And it's bigger side. See how it's kind of like, there's a thinner side, there's a bigger side. The detent's up, so the screw comes in this way. And, you know, it's laying up in that ledge here, just like this. The screw comes in this way, and that's where I put the solder. You'll notice yours is detented right in here. And I did that, put it back together, and it holds the needle. You put it back together in reverse. Now this stuff here, you might want to, let me show you right. Okay, so I don't know if anybody really explains the order on this, but if yours falls apart when you unscrew it, here's how this stuff goes back together. You have these two pieces. This stuff here is for your needle threading. So you got your screw, right? You got these three, and oh my God, how do they go back together? Well, this one, put your screw like that. This one, oops, I didn't even get them in the shot. Here we go. These three, they came apart when you took them out. Everyone, oh my God, how did I put them back together? Okay, so I get my camera to steady. Hang on, remember, this is a new video for me, so I'm just trying to get this thing. Okay, I stopped the video, gotta restart it. Maybe I have to piece it together somehow, but anyway. This goes in there like that. And then this one's got a hole. See? It's bent in the same shape, same direction as the other one, like that. So they look like that when they're together. And you want to screw them into that like that. It'll go like that. So maybe we could try to put this together. And if you got fumbly fingers like me, it's difficult. But let's try to, let's see. I'll put that in there. Detent goes up. This will be a while. Hopefully not. Okay. Sometimes you can do this real quick. Sometimes it gets kind of discouraging. Let's say that's an attempt. Now, there it is in there. The detent's up there. Now, what you want to do is bring this in. Bring it up. Okay, it'll bottom out. Bringing it up, it'll stop. And then kind of tighten, just temporary. Just enough where you think it'll hold it. So because what you're really trying to do is just hold it there so you can have both hands try to get this in. So now I'm going to try to put this in like that. Okay, like that. I'm going to try it while this, I don't know. I'm going to give it a go. We'll see. But anyway, here I go. I'm putting it in the driver first. I'm coming near the hole here. Oh, I might get lucky. Yeah, and then there. And then all that. There. So now it's on, needle threader's on, this is there, it's staying, everything's staying. Okay, so then I'm gonna raise my needle up. raise the bar up. Okay. Now, I'll put the needle in. Well, I'm gonna put the foot on, sorry. Hang on a second, screw back in the foot. Take the foot down here. Put this like this. There. And I just, now this, you don't want to crank. Now, I'm going to take the needle and I'll stick it up in there. Let's tilt this up a little bit. There. Now I'm going to put the needle in there to see if it holds. So I got that up in there. Turn this, you can feel it like straighten the needle out. And I just put it in there. You don't want to hang, you don't want to, they give you a screwdriver that provides that white one with the little tabs on it. And it gives you way too much force for this screw. You just want to seat it and then a little more. You can use your driver. My fingers tight for me as a man, maybe a little enough. I don't know. You may want to just don't overcrank it because you're going to run into your problem again and then you'll be back in there soldering. No problem. You can fix this thing forever this way, doing it this way. So now it's in there good. Can't. So what I'm going to do is, let's remove the tape. Yeah, like that. So the tape's gone. Let's see, we'll raise, lower the feet. Yeah. There's that. Lower that. Raise that. Let's try to thread it, see if our new thing has got it to the new height. So let me thread it real quick here. I run it all the way through. Fortunately, with this machine, it's really nice and quick. There, I just threaded it all the way through everything up there. And now I'm coming here, and then I'll put it through here. And I'll give that a little tug to seat it in those little white rollers right here. And bring it up here and cut it. And see those rollers hold it. And now I'm going to hit the needle threader. There. And so everything looks good. I just threaded it. Right there. I bring the foot up. But I looked online. They've got like, I think there's a new design for this clamp because it was determined to be a flaw. But you have to get the whole, this needle bar here clamped. They said all this been redesigned and newer design, 2.0 or whatever, but it's like $84 or something. And then you got to get into the machine and reset the height of that, the needle bar and all that. So you can set that up right there. And then once you get that set up, you can, I didn't want to spend the $84 on it though. So I think you can just indefinitely fix it with the solder. Every time, you know, if you crank it down too much, you just get the solder it yourself or have your husband and do it or whatever. But here's like, you know, I just use something like this little soldering gun. That solder, you want to get a really thin wire solder, like it's really thin, and just touch it on there. You know, you got to hold the soldering on there to get it up to temp. I think I went up like 617 degrees or something. It took a while to get that little horseshoe, the needle clamp stop at the right temp to hold the solder, but it did it. And sand it down a little bit, leave a little bump left stick it in here, and now you're good to go. And see how the screw isn't bottomed out all the way. There's some gap in there still. I probably could have put more of a bump on that. I probably added too much off, but you know, that's all right. I just can redo it. And that's how you fix it and keep going. Didn't spend any money. Of course, I had the soldering iron already. But good luck. Can't find the parts. Probably won't someday. This is how you keep it running. So thanks for watching the video. Drop a like, subscribe, or any of them other things you do here on social media. I'm just trying to show you things I do to make life easier and not throw your money away. Good day.